Today, we're diving into something really exciting, painting 3D printed industrial bases in a vibrant synthwave style. STL files for these printable bases are featured in my latest Kickstarter. This color recipe was inspired by this vibrant color scheme I discovered. I start by painting in black and white to define where the light is coming from. I choose to have two opposite light sources, with one brighter than the other. I then use AK purple-brown for the shadows. I try to preserve most of the white paint. I then use Liquitex Prism Violet on the lightest parts of the bases. I then apply Citadel's The Fong as the shadow for the less bright light. I then highlight the same parts with some Calgar blue. I go back with white paint on the brightest areas to prepare for the next layer, which has very low opacity. Next, I use Liquitex Fluorescent Violet to cover the white areas. I then use Tau Light Ochre to create an interesting hue shift on the bases. I highlight it with a primary yellow. The transition between the blue and the purple is quite dull, so I use Vestal Coral from Scale 75 to enrich it. Here is the result of the airbrush phase. This step is quite fast, so you could easily use it for an entire army. But if you want to take your work further, you'll need to grab your brushes for some edge highlighting. This will better define the shape of the base, making it more readable from a distance. I go back with Calgar Blue to do all the edge highlighting on this side. Keep adding more and more white to the mix as you get closer to the edge. I apply the same edge highlight on the other side using primary yellow. In the same way as on the blue side, I gradually add more and more vanilla yellow to the mix as I get closer to the edge. If you don't have vanilla yellow, you can simply add more white. I go back to the blue side with the final highlight. You can see the interesting iridescent effect that a bit of edge highlighting can achieve. Here are the final results on the different bases. This recipe is quite easy and would work great for many futuristic armies like Tau or Space Marines. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you found these techniques useful and that they inspire you to try something new with your own projects. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter for these bases and get your hands on the STL files or physical versions. Thanks for watching, and happy painting!